Hello, this is the RPG Crawler, and welcome back to Planescape Torment. Well, we got to go through again, try and get down to the Alley of Lingering Sighs, and undo those repairs so we can get some progress in the game. Just open our way up to the lower ward somehow. Try and creep down here and get out of here before they attack me. Alright.
Alright.
Not bad. Let's deal with this. Now that I've got my tools, examine the structure. It appears as though the Davos was attempting to tear down this ancient structure. Several boards are pried loose upon the building's frame. Their nails nearly pried all the way out. Nail the board back into place. You hammer the boards neatly back into place. Taking a step back to examine your handiwork, you notice that, although strangely enough, the building no longer appears to be quite as old as it did at first glance. Let's go over here. Alright, we got this. Which is a weird one. Because you got to click like right in the right place. Or right there. Alright, examine the structure more closely. It appears as though the Davos was in the process of repairing this building. Several newer and sturdier boards have been nailed into place of the old ones. With the right tool, it might be possible to reverse the repairs. Use the pry bar to loosen the boards. One by one, you pry loose the fresh boards from the face of the building. As the last board comes free, the building emits a loud groan as the weight shifts unsteadily upon its now unsupported frame. Is there anything else? Nothing up here, I don't think, right? Yeah. Yeah, there should be nothing up here, right? Yeah. That's for later. Come back down here.
Alright.
We have made the changes. Yes, all is in order. I am grateful. Again, the wind begins to blow around you, this time with fierce intensity. The omnipresent sounds of the alley begin to increase in volume until the soft murmur of its voice is nearly drowned out by the ensuing racket. Now you must go. Division begins. The way is now open to you. Farewell, then. The stone face before you begins to transform once again, its mass shifting and roiling as you look on. The entire wall seems to melt before your eyes, exposing a narrow passageway beyond. The ground underfoot suddenly begins to rock violently, and the soft sighing of the wind intensifies to a more urgent, almost human-like moaning. You can hear the sounds of crashing stones and the snapping boards all around you as you dash into the passageway.
Updated my journal.
And this gets us to another section of the city. Nice. Wild.
I feel stronger.
All right. And we immediately get approached. You there, sir. You look like you might be interested in some fine clothes. Is this the one? It's a skull, ain't it? That's what he wants. Grab it. And Mord's getting kidnapped. Okay. Went that way. So, first things first, let me level up. Actually, I'm gonna boost my wisdom, I guess. Although I think that I'm high enough in wisdom that I don't really need much else. I'm gonna do it just because. So I only need one more point of wisdom. And I think I get that automatically when I hit like mage level 12. So the next one's gonna go into intelligence, I think. Let's go to the statistics screen. Anyway.
Done.
Let's get running back up. Oh, crap. That means I gotta pick up all this, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, and I can hold
gone.
Alright, let's look at the Decorer. You see a middle-aged man wearing dusty clothes. He does not appear to be in the best of health. His skin is pale yellow, and you see occasional pustules along his arms. He turns and glances at you from behind hollow eyes. His eyes narrow in suspicion as he continues to glance around. What do you want? His voice is raspy. I have some questions. What are you bothering me for? I look the part of a tout. You seem to be a knowledgeable individual that I can learn from. What do you want to be wanting to know? I had a skull and it's been stolen from me. Do you know anybody who'd do such a thing? He looks a little uncomfortable. Missing a skull, are you? Well, now you never heard from me, but there's people in these parts that, he glanced around, make a living by collecting the heads of the dead. Work for a basher named Lothar. They call him the Master of Bones. Now that's a dangerous wigwag. If I were to say anything, which I'm not, I would say to keep an eye out for a gutted building here in the ward. Maybe you would find something there, eh? He glares at you. But you never heard such from me, eh? Thank you. I must be going. Alright. And I'm finding pouches. Yeah, I don't know what the pouches are for. A bunch of harmonium officers. Who's this? They're named. This woman has a yellow cast to her skin and severe features. Tattoos cover her body, and she wears a long blade at her side. Her eyes are like two small black pearls. As you approach her, they follow Dakon's movements. Before you reach her, Dakon breaks in. I would have you hear me. What is it, Dakon? It is my will that we not speak to this woman. Why not? She is a Zereth. Our wills are crossed blades. We have no common ground. Very well, then. We will not. You have my gratitude. Yeah, okay. Let's talk to you. You see a harmonium officer. He gives you a bored look as you approach. Greetings. He gives you a bored look. Greetings, citizen. Measure 3, Vorton, at your service. I have some questions. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm on duty, and I have no time for questions. He pauses. If you would like information, go talk to Eb Cretanese. He's an old friend of mine. Oh, I've already talked to him. I think he considers himself to be a tout now, so he can give you the chant concerning just about anything. Where do I find him? Last I heard, he was pretty much set himself up in the Smoldering Corpse bar. Okay. Let's talk to Sebastian. You see an older man in elegant robes. He has bright eyes and a warm smile. He gives you a slight bow as you approach. Good day, Cutter. I'm Sebastian. How may I serve you? Greetings to you as well, Cutter. He stops in mid-sentence as he notices your scars. You see his eyes travel along them, and his eyebrows arch in surprise. He returns his gaze to you. I was about to ask what I could do for you, but there's no need. I think I see why you came to see me, Cutter. Are you trying to say that you can help me with these scars? He smiles at you and shrugs his shoulders. Perhaps, Cutter, perhaps. He leans forward and begins to examine your scars carefully. He runs a finger along several of them, mumbling to himself. Finally, he looks up at you. Yes, Cutter, I can help you. I cannot cure you, but I can alleviate the worst of your condition. And your price? Ah, yes, the price. He begins stroking his chin and stares at you. You get the impression you are being weighed somehow. He seems to come to some sort of a decision. I have a job that you could perform. Go on. I have signed a contract with a certain creature. I am no longer able to fulfill the contract. It is beyond my abilities. However, the creature will not release me from this contract. Instead, has threatened me with death unless I fulfill the contract. Let me guess, you want to solve this problem for you. He sighs. Yes, I cannot do it myself. My reputation demands that I fulfill the contract or face the consequences. I'm at your mercy in this regard. Will you help me? What kind of creature are we talking about? An Abishai named Grossuk Cutter. He pauses to gauge your reaction. I know this is a difficult task, but one I think you can handle. Also, the reward I offer you is great. He gestures to your scars. What are we contracted to do? I cannot reveal that information, Cutter. I'm magically bound not to. That's why people come to me. They know that if I accept a contract, it will be handled with discretion. Alright. I see. An interesting proposal. Will you do it, Cutter? Yeah, give me the details.
Updated my journal.
He smiles at you and gives a sigh of relief. Thank you, Cutter. The creature is an Abishai and Grossuk. You will need a magic weapon to cause it any harm, so check with some of the shops if you do not own one. A spellcaster can harm it as well. Grossuk can be found to the east, beyond the siege tower. Yes, over beyond the market. Damn thing just appeared one day several years back. No one knows why, and no one seems able to get inside to find out. Alright, farewell. How about you, Xanthia? You see a pretty young woman in fine clothes. Her skin lacks the usual yellow tint of the inhabitants of this ward. She appears to be watching 3 creatures nearby with interest. She turns to face you, and an annoyed look crosses her face. Yes, what do you want? Have some questions? Fine. Who are you? My name is Xanthia. She looks you up and down, then frowns. Is there something you want? What are you doing here? There's going to be a fight, and I want to see it. She smiles wickedly. It should be interesting. A fight? Yeah, see the 3 Thakola over there? She points to the 3 hulking creatures with rippling muscles. They're going to try and kill an Abishai. The stupid oafs. I've heard of something called an Abishai. What exactly is it? It's a lower plains creature, a Batazu, I think. She frowns in thought. In any case, Abishai have nasty dispositions, sharp claws, and can cast spells. Very formidable. They look like they can take care of themselves. Normally, I would say yes. Thakola are very powerful warriors. She smiles slyly and leans in to whisper to you. However, I know something they don't. What might they be? Abishai can only be hurt by magic. She snickers. The Thakola will be slaughtered. I have no doubt of it. She straightens up and watches the Thakola easily. How do you know they can only be hurt by magic? Because it's like common knowledge at this point. She gives you an annoyed look. My husband is very high up in the Harmonium. The Harmonium guards are trained to deal with creatures such as an Abishai. That's how I know. My husband told me. Why don't you warn them? Why should I do that? I'm the one who suggested the fight. Why? My husband tried to better his social standing with his underlings by drinking with them in the local taverns. Last evening, he forced me to just such an occasion. Those 3 oafs were there, boasting of their prowess as warriors. It was obvious they were in a drunken stupor. When they decided to leave, one of them tripped and fell into the table I was sitting at. She pauses. She frowns angrily. Most of the drinks at the table spilled into my lap and ruined a very expensive evening gown. So while the cretin was trying to apologize, I whispered to him that I only accepted the apology of a warrior of stature. If he were truly such a warrior, he'd be able to defeat an Abishai in hand-to-hand combat. You're going to get them killed because they ruined a dress?
My journal.
You obviously do not understand the intricacies behind the situation. She looks at you like you're an idiot child. I was embarrassed and humiliated in front of my husband and his underlings. I see. I have some questions. What can you tell me about this ward? Nothing. Were it not for the fight, I wouldn't be caught dead here. Okay, I must be going. Let's talk to some people. First, let's talk to Byron. Hey. You see a well-dressed, middle-aged man. He seems to be scanning the crowd with a practiced eye. He notices you approach and gives you a quick once-over. He smiles at you and then a barely perceptible nod. I am Byron Pickett, moneylender. How may I help you? Moneylender? He nods again. Yes, I cater to the needs of merchants. Want to start a business? Keep one afloat down on its luck? Or perhaps expand a business? In either way, you come to me for the funds. He looks you up and down. I doubt that you're a merchant, sir, so what can I do for you? I have some questions. I'm looking for someone named Lothar, the Master of Bones. He gives you a quizzical look. Really? Why is the name in the 9 hells would you want to find him? Yeah, he stole a skull of mine. So, what do you think you are going to do? Just march in and demand it back? He looks you up and down. I'll admit that you appear more than capable of handling yourself in a fight, but against Lothar, he snorts. Your skull will decorate his walls. I still need to find him. He pauses for a moment. I have reasons, quite good ones, I can assure you, not to point your way towards Lothar. Now, pike it, sod. He turns away. Oh, indeed. Let's talk to these 3. The huge creature stands over 9 foot tall. Rippling muscles support its massive frame. It seems to be engaged in conversation with 2 similar creatures next to it. He turns your greetings and begins to look about. After a moment, he looks down and notices you. A look of confusion crosses his features. What you want of Zerb? I have some questions. Zerb not speak language well. Sorry, you talk Thorpe. He gestures to one of the creatures next to him. This creature is huge, standing over 9 feet tall. Rippling muscles support his massive frame. As you approach, he leers at you and laughs. What do you want, Smalley? I have some questions. You got questions? Maybe Thorpe got answers. I've talked to Xanthi. You said you were going to fight in Abishai? He smiles and thaws at you enthusiastically. That right? Thorpe and friends barge. Warren Thorpe, I've learned that Abishai can only be hurt by magic weapons.
Updated my journal.
He gives you a worried look. Need magic? How you know? I've talked to Xanthia. She told me. He seems confused at first, and a look of realization appears on his face. Xanthia play Thorpe for a coney. She lied. Try to get Thorpe and his friends dead. I'm afraid so, Thorpe. Xanthia not deserve apology. Thorpe free and from debt to her. Yes, you are free of your debt. Thorpe, thank you. You saved life. You saved life of friends. He turns to the other Thakola and speaks to them hurriedly. After a moment, all 3 bow to you and each hands you a pouch of coins. Thank you. You good friend. You deserve. I must be going. Farewell. And now I'm going to find an Abishai and fight them at some point. Anazi? You see a sickly Githzerai woman. She is hunched and bent, and her constant coughing is obviously a source of pain to her. She holds a handkerchief that is practically soaking with blood, tissue, and phlegm to her face. She spies you and hisses. Greetings. She stares at you and speaks a few mumbled words to Dakan. Dakan glances at you and says she cannot understand your speech. She says she is dying. What's she dying of? Her name is Anazi. She says she used to work in a meat curing house here until half a month ago when the illness became too much for her to bear. She was abandoned, evicted from her home, and left for dead. Speech pains her and her illness has crippled much of her mind. She says there is nothing that she can give you of value. And? Know that she will not recover. I can put her out of her misery. That is all. As a Zerth of the people, it is my responsibility to provide an alternative. Then be merciful, Dakan. Dakan draws his blade and waits for the woman to prepare herself. She touches the unbroken circle of Zerthamon he wears for a moment, and her face is stoic. His blade is a blur, and when he has completed the stroke, she lies bleeding on the hard stone of Sigil Streets. Well struck, Dakan.
Updated my journal.
I'll be grabbing that. Alright, and Anna just doubled up. This time as a fighter. Nice, nice. Let's take a look in here. Bandages. Yeah, I can get the bandages. Let's give these to Anna. And the coppers. See what else there is. Alright, there's an Harmonian officer. There's a man named Darren. Here, let's talk to this person. The man has a rough, leathery skin with pale yellow cast and gaunt features. His face is angular, his nose is small and highly placed, and his ears taper to points. A tracery of tattoos and scars cover his body. He is dressed in strange, gaudy leathers that look more ornamental than combat-ready. His eyes are like two small black stones, and they track you as you approach. Before you reach him, Dakan pauses. I would caution you against speaking to this githyanki.
Updated my journal.
Githyanki and Githzerai were once common stock. We were slaves and food for the Illithids, mind flayers, who had devoured our lives in order to secure their own. One of our ancestors, the warrior queen Gith, led us to victory against the Illithids, and we escaped. We have waged an unending war on the mind flayers ever since. However, there was a disagreement over the future of our people. Upon the blasted plains, our leader Zerthamon made the pronouncement of two skies, and steel was bared. One race became two. It is a rift that cannot be crossed peacefully. We're going to speak to him anyway. The Githyanki has been watching you approach, and seems to ignore you entirely. Dakan, who wails on the walls of the Shrek lore, an unexpected surprise. He draws his weapon. Dakan also draws his blade. Yimin, your blood shall corrode the flagstones of this street. Shall I attack the Githyanki? I mean, sure. The Githyanki and Dakan begin to trade blows immediately. Attack the Githyanki. So they knew each other. And he got a bronze bracelet out of it. Oh, and there's more of them. Okay. We got armor.
It is I.
Do a scripture of steel.
In Zerthamon's name.
Got axe of torment. Whack, whack, whack. Okay. Oh, so it's not a consistent thing. It's just a one. Okay. So it's like a direct damage spell, basically. Just fighting Githyanki non-stop in the middle of the street with Sigil. Anna's about to go down. Let's, yeah, let's get her up real quick.
Die.
Wait, are these guys just coming out of nowhere? Yeah, they're just spawning in. Alright, will they eventually stop? Hopefully they will.
Damn. Dungeons Valley.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. What the hell? Like, do they just keep coming? They won't stop coming. Alright.
Don't
Yep.
let it end like
Nameless
this.
one is down. Let me... Oh, so if he's the only one down, then not everybody dies. And we got an enemy sighted.
Damn.
Like the harmonium's not going to intervene? I guess I did start this.
Rock sings true.
All right, you gonna go down, please? All right, hold on. I gotta heal some people. Gonna use a clot charm and a couple bandages. Get the githyanki soldier down. Wait, are we just now, like, forever fighting these guys?
Die.
Like, even death didn't stop it? Yeah, I need to heal up a bit. And now I don't need the armor spell, I just realized, because if I've got the Magus Guard, then I can clear that spell up for something else. There we go, for another one. They don't...
He'll be up in a bit.
Or he'll be up in a bit. Yeah, thank you, Anna.
Right.
The shivers.
That one's down. And then that one's down. They're still coming. Is this just like an internal fight?
Valley.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, well, no, wait. I thought there was stopping, but then that one's coming out of nowhere. Now, if only these guys dropped, like, clot charms, I could be here literally all day. Do a heart charm. Use the clot charm. Eventually, are these guys just gonna stop? Like, I don't know if they are. I need to find a shop.
Done.
Are they at least slowing down a little bit? Man, look at this. Look at all of this loot.
Valley.
No, but seriously, was this an issue? Should I have stopped them?
Damn.
Yeah, I think I need to check this out, man, because this is getting stupid. All right, one moment. All right, so Was it Yimin, I think? It just says large number. Okay. So... yeah, there were alternate ways to deal with that, but I think I can deal with it this way. Give me a moment. Let me pop a few bandages real quick. Let's cast... Fist of Iron?
Endure.
And let you cast...
In enduring, grow strong.
Power of One on yourself.
That's guys.
Alright. And maybe start mowing these guys down a little faster. Alright, that one's down. That one's down. So eventually they will stop coming. Come on. And he goes down. But he's right here.
I'm gone. We proceed.
So it's my understanding that they will eventually stop.
This is what I get for getting into a scrape.
I need to heal my people. Clot charm. You can use one. I mean, this is a ridiculous number of them. I'm hoping they eventually stop. Come on, Dekon, you can actually help me here.
Just folly.
Alright, can we... that one's down. I'm not seeing any more joining me. There's one here. And then there's this one. And then there's another one. What the hell? More of them? What the... do you guys ever stop coming? Am I going to be here for like an hour on this stuff? So seriously. Let's use the blood charms. Is there no stopping these guys? Every time I think, oh, they're going down a little bit. On the upside, this is a ridiculous amount of experience. Alright, don't kill Anna. Need to get Anna healed up again. Will these not stop? Am I bugged? How many of these are there supposed to be? Okay. So supposedly there are a limited number of these.
Done. Damn.
Oh, they're still coming. Can we stop now? Oh my god, they're still phasing in. Where are you guys coming from? For a moment there, we actually finished the combat. And the Harmonium is just watching all this go down.
I'm hurt.
They're like, yeah, not our issue. At least I can buy plenty of these blood charms. Assuming that I can ever finish this fight. I mean, realistically speaking, if they don't stop, I will call it once I start, like, getting to the next level. Like, this is just stupid. I'm killing an entire army of githyanki. There you go. Down again. Look at all this loot.
I'm gone.
There's unless I've got a merchant in this district.
This is what I get
And now Anna's going down. And now Dakana's going down. And Anna's going down again. Oh my god, I may have to like restart. Did I save before I entered that conversation?
This is what I get for getting testicles.
I'm hurt.
Do these guys actually finish? Because they're fighting an immortal. You'd think they'd give up eventually. Just taking entire generations of githyanki down.
Die.
This is what I get for getting into scrape.
Alright. Are you guys gonna actually finish here? Still not finished. Look how many of them there are! Alright, this has gotta be a bug or something. Give me a second. Where are they coming from? How many of them are there? They just keep coming? What are these? Alright, this is where I first was. How about I leave the area and come back? There's Grosuk. So do you guys want to, like... Yeah. So I'm in the lower ward. I don't really want to... I guess I guess I will travel. Clerk's Ward. Now let's go back. Lower Ward.
All right.
Well, there's still this dude.
Seems true.
So I'm now kill on sight in this area for these guys. And Anna's down. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to load the game. That was stupid. That was so stupid. Okay, where was I? Lower Ward, I guess.
I'm gone.
So I can avoid that. Oh god, that was rough. I wasted so much time too. I'm gonna talk to Darren. You see a boisterous auctioneer. He is very animated and does a lot of shouting, yelling, and stomping. He seems to have a tendency towards melodrama and makes a lot of strange facial expressions as he waves his arms. He glances at you and motions to the crowd that he's taking a break. Well, 1,000 greetings do I bestow upon you, sir. He does a double take when he notices your ears. You know, I take one look at you with my discerning eye, and I see a man in the market for some healing charms. Do you have any charms? He gives you a shocked look and gestures grandly at himself. Do I, Duran, have any charms? He pauses for effect. No, sir, I do not. However, don't let that discourage you. I have plenty of other items for sale. He points to the rear of the auction block where a group of people stand in chains. He sells slaves. No, sir, these are indentured servants, not slaves. For the most part, they are guilty of minor crimes. The proceeds from their sale go towards paying their debt to the city. In their term of servitude, they shall be free citizens once again. Sounds like a pretty good way to pay their debt to society. He gives you a bright smile. I don't concern myself with such thoughts. My task is to sell their contracts as given by the courts of sigil. He lowers his voice and he leans in closer and collect a percentage from my efforts. You understand? He straightens. So they were guilty of crimes. What crimes did they commit? He shrugs his shoulders in an exaggerated way. I don't know for certain, but I would guess theft, assault, or not being able to pay their debts. Those are the most common transgressions. I see I have some questions for you. Little time for such a wigwag, friend. There's dealing to be done. Speak quick. I'm looking for someone named Lothar, the Master of Bones. He gives you a look of mock concern. It would be a dangerous thing, I'd be saying if I told you, friend. I have no wish to put you in jeopardy. I happen to like danger. Imperil me. He lets out a boisterous laugh. Well then, friend. Lothar is the master of the Lord of the famous Bones of the Night, the library where the dead themselves act as repositories of arcane lore. All the dead sigil in the plains whisper secrets to him within his salon of skulls. Try south and east of the market section of the ward. You might come across a wrecked building, and you might find a ladder of bones that leads down, and it could be that ladder that will lead you to the salon of skulls. All right. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to quick save again, and we're going to talk to Yumin, except this time I'm going to intervene.
Updated my journal.
Okay. Speak with him anyway. Stop. Dekon speaks to you, though he never takes his eyes off the opponent. Hold fast. Do not stand between our blades. Let it go, Dekon. Union is not the place of battle. The entire multiverse is our battle, dog. There are no sanctuaries. There's no peace. You shall die. I'm going to let them fight this time. And not intervene.
Seems true.
And we're getting swarmed again. Yeah, I'm gonna load the game because I'm not doing that again. Alright, so what we have found is an infinite supply of githyanki to farm, but we can't farm it effectively just yet. I think this is... Was this the newest one? No, I think this was the newest one. And I think what I will do is I wasted way too much time trying to grind through those githyanki. I'm gonna wrap it up here. This has been the RPG Crawler with Planescape Torment. Until next time, take care and goodbye. And if you are still watching, I would like to take the opportunity to thank my supporters, the top tiers of which are listed on the screen, without whose support I would not have been able to offer the variety of content that I have on this channel throughout the years. If you're feeling particularly generous and would like to join them, you can support the channel. There are a variety of options to do so. I have a Patreon, a Subscribe Star, as well as channel memberships enabled. If you are not in a position to contribute, simply leaving a like, a comment, or sharing my videos are all wonderful ways to help the channel grow without spending a dime, and are all greatly appreciated.